Abuse can leave lasting scars, affecting your emotional well-being and self-esteem. By understanding these tactics, you'll be better equipped to identify and safeguard yourself from such harmful behaviors. Our goal today is simple: to help you identify and defend against the psychological warfare tactics employed by narcissists. Whether it's gaslighting, projection, or triangulation, knowing what to look for can make all the difference in reclaiming control over your life. Narcissism, in psychological terms, is a personality disorder characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for admiration. It's important to distinguish between healthy self-esteem and narcissistic behavior. While having confidence is normal and beneficial, narcissists take it to an extreme, often at the expense of others. Narcissists exhibit several common traits. Grandiosity is one of the most noticeable. They believe they are superior and unique compared to others. They lack empathy, making it difficult for them to understand or care about the feelings of others. This lack of empathy often manifests in their relationships, both personal and professional. Another key trait is their insatiable need for admiration. They constantly seek validation and praise to bolster their fragile self-esteem. For example, a narcissist might dominate conversations, dismissing others' contributions as unimportant. They may also exploit people without guilt or shame, viewing them merely as tools to achieve their own goals. Understanding these traits is the first step to identifying narcissistic behavior and protecting yourself from their manipulative tactics. Let's go to tactics of psychological warfare. First is gaslight. It is a psychological manipulation tactic where the narcissist makes you question your own reality. They might deny events, twist facts, or insist that you're imagining things. The goal is to make you doubt your perceptions and memories, ultimately making you dependent on their version of reality. For instance, a narcissist might insist that you never mention an important detail, even though you clearly remember doing so. Over time, this can erode your confidence and sense of self. Projection. This is another common tactic used by narcissists. It involves accusing others of the very flaws or misdeeds they themselves possess. For example, a narcissist who is dishonest might constantly accuse you of lying. This shifts the focus away from their own behavior and places the burdens of guilt on you. By projecting their insecurities onto others, they avoid facing their own shortcomings. Triangulation. This occurs when a narcissist involves a third party to create conflict or gain an advantage. This can happen in both personal and professional settings. For example, a narcissist might pit two friends against each other to maintain control over both relationships. In the workplace, they might spread rumors to create distrust among colleagues. The aim is to isolate you and keep you off balance, making it easier for them to manipulate the situation. Understanding these tactics, gaslighting, projection, and triangulation, can help you recognize when you're being manipulated and take steps to protect yourself. The effects on victims. Emotional impact. The emotional consequences of narcissistic abuse can be severe. Victims often experience anxiety, depression, and self-doubt. The constant manipulation and belittling erode their self-esteem, leaving them feeling worthless and confused. Studies show that prolonged exposure to narcissistic behavior can lead to long-term psychological damage, including post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. With regards to behavioral changes, to cope with the abuse, Victims may alter their behavior in significant ways. One common change is the phenomenon of walking on eggshells, which just means constantly modifying one's actions and words to avoid triggering the narcissistic wrath. Over time, this hypervigilance can become exhausting and debilitating. Victims may also become more isolated, withdrawing from friends and family to avoid further conflict or embarrassment. Understanding the emotional and behavioral impacts of narcissistic abuse is crucial for recognizing the signs in yourself or others. It's important to remember that these changes are a response to manipulation and not a reflection of your true self. Identifying these effects can be the first step towards seeking help and reclaiming your life. How to protect yourself. First, recognize the sign. The first step is to protect yourself from narcissistic tactics is to recognize the red flags. Look out for behaviors like excessive need for admiration, lack of empathy, and a constant manipulation. Pay attention to how you feel around the person. If you often feel confused, anxious, or belittled, these could be signs you're dealing with a narcissist. Self-reflection and awareness are key in identifying these harmful patterns. Set boundaries. Setting and maintaining healthy boundaries is essential. Learn to say no and stand firm in your decisions. Narcissists thrive on pushing limits, so it's crucial to be clear about what you will and won't tolerate. Communicate your boundaries explicitly and consistently. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your well-being over someone else's demands. Next, seek support. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're struggling. Therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools and strategies for dealing with narcissistic behavior. Support groups can also offer a sense of community and shared experiences, making it easier to navigate the challenges you face. Surrounding yourself with understanding and supportive people can make a significant difference in your journey towards healing. By recognizing the signs, setting boundaries, and seeking support, you can protect yourself from the psychological warfare tactics of narcissists. Taking these steps empowers you to reclaim control over your life and well-being. In conclusion, we've explored the insidious tactics that narcissists use to manipulate and control others. Gaslighting, projection, and triangulation. These strategies can leave you feeling confused, anxious, and isolated. Recognizing these tactics is the first step towards protecting yourself from their harmful effects. I encourage you to share your experience or thoughts in the comments below. Your stories can help others who might be going through similar situations. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on psychological topics. Knowledge is power, and together we can build a supportive community. Remember, you have the power to reclaim control over your life. Don't let narcissistic tactics undermine your sense of self-worth. By recognizing these behaviors and taking proactive steps to protect yourself, you can break free from their influence and lead a healthier, more fulfilling life. Stay strong, stay aware, and most importantly, stay true to yourself.